Good morning, students. How are you? So, students, in the previous lecture, we had studied about applications of determinants. And today, we are going to start our new topic, that is adjoint of a square matrix. Adjoint of a square matrix. So, students, if I talk about adjoint of a square matrix, then adjoint exists for square matrices only, right? Now question is, what is adjoint of a square matrix? So students, adjoint of a square matrix is again a square matrix of same order. Now question is, how it is obtained? How adjoint of a square matrix is obtained? So students, adjoint of a square matrix is obtained, adjoint of a square matrix A is obtained by replacing each element of A by its corresponding cofactor and then taking transpose of the matrix so obtained. So students, let me have a matrix A, okay, and we want to find its adjoint matrix. Then what to do? So first of all, replace all elements of A by their corresponding cofactors, and after replacing, then take transpose of matrix obtained, and finally matrix obtained will be adjoint of given square matrix. So student, let us try to understand with help of an example. So let we have a square matrix of order 2. Matrix is A is equal to 2 minus 3, 1, 4. So it's a square matrix of order 2. And students, we want to find its adjoint matrix. So what to do? So first of all, according to definition, adjoint of a square matrix A is obtained by replacing each element of A by its corresponding cofactor. So first of all, we will replace all elements of this matrix A by their corresponding cofactors. So it is a square matrix of order 2. So in this matrix there are 4 elements, that is A11, this element is A12, this is A21, and this is A22. So now we will replace all these 4 elements by their corresponding cofactors. That is, we will write at the place of A11, we will write its cofactor, that is capital A11. At the place of A12, we will write its cofactor, that is A12. Similarly, of A21 and last A22. So first of all, we will replace all elements of the square matrix A by their corresponding cofactors. Okay. So students, now what to do? Now we will find all cofactors A11, A12, A21, A22, and all of you know cofactors, how cofactors are determined, all of you know. So you can find cofactors. So already I have determined cofactors, you can see. Okay, it's very simple. So here cofactor of A11 is 4. You know, firstly minor will be 4, and then by using this formula cofactor will be 4. Similarly, cofactor of A12 minus 1, cofactor of A21 3, cofactor of A22 2. So I have determined all cofactors. Now I will substitute all these cofactors at their respective positions. So let us substitute. Now at the place of A11, I will put 4. 4. At the place of A12, -1. Then at the place of A21, 3. And then at the place of 22, 2. So I have substituting all cofactors at their respective positions. So students, what we have done? First of all, we will replace all the elements of square matrix A with their corresponding cofactors, okay? And I have substituted all values of cofactors. Now, what is next step? Let us come to definition. Our next step is, and then taking transpose of matrix so obtained. Now, we will take transpose of matrix so obtained. So students, after replacing all the elements by their corresponding cofactors, now this is matrix. Now we will take transpose of this matrix. Transpose. Now we will take transpose of this matrix, and after taking transpose, matrix obtained will be 4 minus 1 3 2. So students, finally this matrix is adjoint of square matrix A, and adjoint of square matrix A is denoted by adjoint A. So adjoint of A is equal to 4 3 minus 1 2. So students, what to do? First of all, replace all the elements of A with their corresponding cofactors, okay? And then put all the values of corresponding cofactors at their respective positions, okay? And after that, take transpose of matrix so obtained, and after taking transpose, finally matrix obtained will be adjoint of given matrix A. Now, I think it is clear to all of you. Students, now I am rubbing all this portion, and now look carefully. These two matrices, matrix A and adjoint of A. So students, you can see it is matrix A and it is adjoint of matrix A. So in matrix A, diagonal elements are 2 4, okay, and in adjoint of A, diagonal elements are 4 2. So students, you can see diagonal elements have interchanged. Diagonal elements have interchanged. Second, now you can see non-diagonal elements. This is -3, this is 1. So you can see now signs of non-diagonal elements have changed. Here -3, here 3, here 1, here -1. So students, you can see in adjoint matrix, all diagonal elements have interchanged their positions, and second, signs of non-diagonal elements have changed. So students, we can write here diagonal elements just interchange, okay, and non-diagonal elements change sign. So students, without finding cofactors, we can directly find adjoint of square matrix of order 2, and you can see we can directly find. So what to do? Just interchange diagonal elements and change signs of non-diagonal elements, and you will directly find adjoint of given square matrix A. So students, let us do practice with some more questions. So let we have a matrix A of order 2. A is equal to 1 minus 3 5 6. Okay, now adjoint of A is equal to, yes students, what to do? First of all, interchange position of diagonal elements. So here we will write 6, here we will write 1, and now change the sign of non-diagonal element. So this is minus 3, it will be 3, it is 5, so it will be minus 5. So student, it's very simple and you can very easily find out adjoint of a square matrix A without finding cofactors. Let us take one more example. Let we have a square matrix A, 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. Now, adjoint of A is equal to, so first of all, interchange diagonal elements, minus 8, 2, and now change the signs of non-diagonal elements. So it will be minus 4 plus 4 and minus 6 plus 6. So student, in this way you can easily and you can directly find adjoint of a square matrix A without finding cofactors. Okay, but how it comes? The concept is same. That is, adjoint of a square matrix A is obtained by replacing each element of A by its corresponding cofactor and then taking transpose of matrix so obtained. So students, now come to adjoint of square matrix of order 3. Okay. So now we will find adjoint of square matrix of order 3. So I will explain with the help of an example. Let us see. So let we have a matrix A of order 3. A, and matrix is 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 0, 2, 4, 3. Students, procedure will be same procedure will be followed. Here again we will replace first of all elements by their corresponding cofactors. Then we will substitute the values of cofactors and then we will take transpose, and finally matrix obtained will be adjoint of given square matrix A. So firstly we will replace all elements by their corresponding cofactors. So I will write A11, 9 elements, so 9 cofactors, A12, A13, next A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Okay, now we will substitute all the values of cofactors at their respective positions. So I have determined all cofactors, and students, all of you know how cofactors of elements of a square matrix of order 3 are determined. All of you know, I had discussed in previous lectures. So in order to save our time, I have determined. So now I will put all the values at their respective positions. So here value of A11 is 15, value of A12 0, A13 minus 10, then value of A21 6, A22 minus 3, A23 0, next value of A31 minus 15, value of A32 0, A33 5. Students, I have determined, but you have to find all cofactors. After that you will substitute at their respective positions. Now our next step, what is our next step? Now we will take transpose. So after taking transpose, our matrix will be 15, just interchange rows and columns, 15 0 minus 10, 6 minus 3 0, minus 15 0 5. So after taking transpose, matrix will be 15 0 minus 10, 6 minus 3 0, minus 15 0 5. So students, it is our adjoint matrix, that is, it is adjoint of matrix A. So students, it's very simple. Same process will be followed. That is, first of all, we will replace all elements by their corresponding cofactors. We will substitute values of all cofactors, and after that we will take transpose, and after taking transpose, finally matrix obtained will be adjoint of square matrix A. Okay, now students, it's very simple, and I hope now you can find adjoint of square matrices of orders 2 and 3. Now come to properties. So our next topic is properties. Properties of adjoint. So we will study about properties of adjoint. So there are so many properties, one by one we will study about the properties. So first property is, if A is a non-singular square matrix. Non-singular means whose determinant is non-zero. Okay, I had discussed in previous lectures. So if A is a non-singular square matrix, it means whose determinant is non-zero, of order n, then determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A raised to power n minus 1. And in this second result is determinant of A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n. So students, according to this property, if A is a non-singular square matrix of order n, then determinant of adjoint of A matrix will be adjoint of determinant of A raised to power n minus 1, and determinant of A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A raised to power n. So students, it's very important property, and based on this property, questions may come in exam. So let us do questions. First of all, let us do questions based on this property. So how questions will come in exam? Let us see. So question is, a square matrix A of order 3 has determinant 5. So it is given determinant of a square matrix A is equal to 5. And we have to find determinant of A adjoint A. So students, it's very simple. We will apply its second result. That is A adjoint of A, determinant of A adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n. So by using this result, let us see how can we solve this question. So in this, A into adjoint of A whole determinant is equal to, so according to second result, it will be determinant of A whole raised to power n. Now it is given determinant of A is equal to 5. So I will write here 5. And here n. Here n is order of square matrix A, and it is given its order is 3. That's why at the place of n I will put 3. And 5 raised to power 3 is equal to 125. So student, it's very simple. You can do. And questions of 1 mark and MCQ type questions may come based on this property. Now let us do one more question based on this property. So our next question is, so next question is, if A is a square matrix of order 3 such that determinant of adjoint of A is equal to 64. Now it is given determinant of adjoint of A is equal to 64. Then find determinant of A. Now in this question we have to find determinant of A. Okay. So this question is based on first part, that is on A part, that is determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 1. So we will use our first property, that is adjoint of A is equal to determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 1. So let us see. So first of all I will write, we know determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 1. Okay. Now it is given determinant of adjoint of A is equal to 64. So at the place of determinant of adjoint of A, I will substitute 64. I will put 64. So 64 is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 1. So here again n is order of square matrix A, and it is given its order is 3. That's why I will put here 3. 3 minus 1, 2. So it's very simple, students. From here we will get value of determinant of A. So determinant of A will be plus minus 8, because determinant may come both positive or negative. So determinant of A will be plus minus 8. So in this question it was given determinant of adjoint of A is equal to 64, and we have to find determinant of A. So we will use our first property, that is determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 1. So by using this result, first of all we will substitute the value of determinant of adjoint of A, that is 64, is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power. At the place of n we will put 3 because it is given A is a square matrix of order 3. Here n is order of square matrix A. So 3 minus 1 2. So determinant of A square is equal to 64. That's why determinant of A will be plus minus 8. So students, these were some questions based on first property. Let us move to next property. So, our next property is, if A is a square matrix, if A is a square matrix of order n, then A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant of A into In. Here n is order of square matrix A. If order of square matrix is 2, then it will be I2, that is identity matrix of order 2. If n is 3, then here we will write I3, that is identity matrix of order 3. So students, it's a very simple property. According to this property, if we multiply a matrix A by adjoint of A, either we multiply by adjoint of A pre-multiply or post-multiply, then both results will be same and will be equal to a determinant of A into In. So it's a very short result, and just you have to memorize it, and in questions of 1 mark or MCQ type questions it may be applied. Okay, so let us move to our next property, and our next property is the adjoint of a symmetric matrix is also symmetric. So it's very simple. If a matrix is symmetric, then its adjoint matrix will also be symmetric. Okay, now let us move to our next property. So our next property is, if A is a square matrix, then adjoint of A transpose is equal to transpose of adjoint of A. It means if we have a matrix A, okay, so first of all we can find its adjoint and then we can take its transpose, or we can find firstly its transpose and then we can find its adjoint. Then in both cases results will be same, that is adjoint of A transpose is equal to transpose of adjoint of A. Okay, let us move to our next property, and our next property is, A and B are two square matrices of same order. Okay, if A and B are two square matrices of same order, then adjoint of AB is equal to adjoint of B into adjoint of A. It means if we have two matrices A and B, then if we multiply these two matrices, that is and we have product AB, then adjoint of that product matrix AB will be equal to adjoint product of adjoint of B matrix into adjoint of A matrix. Okay, let us move to our next property. And our next property is, if A is a non-singular square matrix, again non-singular, it means whose determinant is non-zero of order n, then adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 2 into A. So in this property, if A is a non-singular matrix, then adjoint of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A whole raised to power n minus 2 into A, and here n is order of square matrix A. So students, these were some properties, and these are some results, and you have to just memorize all these results, and these questions you can use in this all these results in questions of 1 mark or in MCQ type questions. So you have to just memorize all these properties. So students, it was all about adjoint of a square matrix. Okay, so complete your exercise, do all the questions based on adjoint of a square matrix, and in the next lecture I will start inverse of a square matrix. So students, complete your notebooks, and till next time, happy learning.